Yo, what's going on, everyone? I hope you're all ready for today's first semi-final rounds. I'm here with my commentators, Punk and Planet.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, what's up, guys?
All right, so...
Hi, I'm Punk, and... Yeah.
All right, so, guys, it's definitely going to be one of our most interesting matchups. We got third seed versus second seed, so... As you know, this is going to be one of our most competitive, tense, insane matches ever. Like, this is about to be insane. So, Planet, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so, our competitors for tonight are ToCR and Ryan, both with already one win under their belt. Ryan's hardest being Tower of Elongated Runs, and ToCR's hardest being Tower of Watermelon.
And since we have some familiar faces here, it's probably best to go over the rules again. So, so with skips, no LHJs whatsoever, like, not even for recovery skips. No abusive client objects at all. And no skips in general, unless they're, like, intentionally put there by the tower owners. Makers.
Yeah. And the use of items is completely prohibited unless it's provided by the tower. For example, like Kohad or Tower of Yearning Success. Unless they're allowed by the hosts for the specific category challenge. Sorry, my mic keeps cutting out. Unless it's allowed by hosts for the specific category competition. Since this is a normal competition, extra.
Planet, you're cutting out.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm just gonna repeat that. But basically, right, the use of items is completely prohibited unless provided by the tower. For example, Kohad or Tower of Yearning Success, right? Unless it's allowed by hosts for the specific category or challenge given competition. Since this is a normal competition, there's no extra items, which means there are no items. And this is in the Eternal Abyss, so yeah, shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, so now with that said, let's get into how our competitors are feeling about the semifinals. ToCR and Ryan, as you can see behind us, we are going to be competing in Tower of Generation Failure. So ToCR, let me ask you first, how confident are you with Tower of Generation Failure?
I mean, I'm pretty consistent with the first 3 floors. I'm not sure about the last 3.
Okay, Ryan, what are your thoughts on ToGF?
It's pretty fun, man. Like, I literally got to 6 before this.
Okay, so how confident are you guys in winning? ToCR?
I'm pretty confident. You just gotta focus on the tower and not the opponent.
Got you. Ryan?
I'm doubtful, bro. This gotta be a horrific.
Okay, so
Alright.
even though ToCR has a harder hardest, are you still thinking you have a chance?
Yeah, something like that on phone. I'm great.
Alright.
I have another. Oh, sorry. I have another quick question for the both of you. What are your thoughts on ToGF? Like, do you like it? Like, in general, what do you think is the hardest floor?
I think the hardest floor is floor 6, and I enjoy it a lot.
I agree with Ryan with the hardest floor being floor 6, and I like it. It's probably my third favorite kata. JSO.
Okay, alright guys. So with that said, we can officially start the semifinals.
All right, let's go.
Alright, so guys, I have the timer up, so I'm gonna give you guys a countdown from 3. You'll have 45 minutes on the clock. Oh, shit, right. We need to set this to 45
Go
minutes.
change it
But
to
yeah, you'll have
45.
minutes. Yeah, you will have 45 minutes on the clock, which will basically give you enough time to get as far as you can in the tower. However, even when the time runs out, you will have until you next unintentionally fall to continue making progress. Once that happens, your progress is completely solidified, and your stream personal best will be however far you get. Whoever makes it the furthest continues on into the final. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, start! And the time is going. Get yourselves into the tower, guys. Stop standing there. Alright. Well, the semifinals have officially started. How are you guys how are you guys feeling about it, man?
Punk.
I'm feeling pretty good. So with the two contestants, ToCR and Ryan, I think they both stand a pretty good chance at winning. But do you guys favor anyone in winning tonight?
Oh, I really, really hope ToCR wins, and that's primarily because of a bet. And I know we explained it earlier when Ryan last played. However, if Ryan somehow makes it into the final, even though he doesn't have a hard, we will have to get Donut, the greatest commentator alive, to commentate on our stream. So we are genuinely really hoping, well, at least me, that ToCR manages.
Yeah,
As
I'm
much as
also
I don't
hoping.
like Ryan, I really hope that Ryan wins. Not that I don't like Ryan, I don't like Donut being a commentator specifically. I still hope Ryan wins. The reason why is because he was putting in a lot of hard effort at first. But like, I don't mind if ToCR wins either. Like, you know, I'm not really biased towards anyone. But like, since Ryan's like the underdog, you know, it's like normal to like, you know, usually chant for the underdog. So I hope Ryan can take this one. However, ToCR, that means nothing against you. It's just that, like, you know, underdog. Yeah, Ryan's the underdog. So I hope that Ryan wins.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, honestly, as much as Donut would completely ruin the integrity of the channel, it's still supposed to be a matchup. So it's honestly just good to see how the match. And honestly, even though ToCR is currently in first, Ryan definitely does still. Yeah. Either way, I know I asked the competitors this, but I didn't ask you guys this yet. What are your thoughts on Tower of Genfil? Starting with you, Punk.
I mean, I really enjoyed it from what I played. My PB is 6, but I've all jumped in and done all floors and a bunch of runs on it. I really enjoy the tower, but that might just be me.
Star?
My thoughts on Gen Fail. I beat it in like 2 days. It was like pretty easy. I think it's a really rebeatable tower, and I saw Ryan actually get to 8 earlier on practice today. I think he even got farther, I'm not sure. But, you know, seeing as the replayability value is pretty high on this tower, unlike TOTDA, which I mentioned before, they both definitely have a chance to actually win at the tower this time around. So we'll see.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. ToCR currently making it onto 3, even though only about 3 minutes have passed so far, 3.5. It's honestly pretty good progress.
Yeah. Even though 1 and 2 are the shortest floors, it's still pretty impressive that ToCR has managed to make it to 3 mid. And he's about to get the button progress for the first time. So let's see. Ryan's on... Oh, Ryan just fell from 2 end to 2 mid-ish. Oh, actually, that's not even a far fall.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, there's still 40 minutes left, so
Yeah.
it's anyone's game still. Oh wait, we somehow already got fucking sports betting. Agar Does Tech has said that he will give Ryan $1 if he wins, and Rafi is going to give ToCR 2 if he wins. The stakes have been raised.
ToCR stuck at 3 mid. Ryan's making his way to 2 end. Now he's on 3. ToCR gets the button progress for the first time. He drops down. Oh, just a reminder, guys. That's not an intentional skip. I know that we've said that you can't like really skip, but we can say he did that unintentionally. You know, he dropped unintentionally, so he can skip the button progress. That does not count as a skip. Just want to let you guys know in the chat.
There is so much more sports betting going on. Crazy stuff, honestly. However, this is what we came to do here. This is the fun.
Ryan back on 3.
Nice. Both players on 3 now.
ToCR is about to make it to 3 outside, potentially getting on the first 4 run.
Ryan makes his way to the 3 net. ToCR is nearing 3 out. This is pretty close right now.
This is unbelievably close, especially for being only so like not far into the timer.
And ToCR fails the outside.
But Ryan gets the button progress for the first time. He drops down so he can skip the button.
Honestly, that's the right thing to do.
That's the strat.
Rest in peace, ToCR.
Yeah, RIP ToCR, he's back on 1, but he does have the button progress, so let's see how fast he can get back up.
And honestly, if I do say so myself, 3 outside is by far the most inconsistent part of the first 4 floors. It like cock blocked me for like a whole like week while I was so annoyed.
Ryan making his way to 3 out.
It's time to see if Ryan will actually have the same fate as... This is gonna determine, like, a lot of how the rest of the match is gonna go.
Planet, what are your thoughts on the difficulty of 3 out compared to the rest of the tower?
Well, I personally, for one, have mainly upon Tower of Generation failure. Because I had like a month, and it was not fun in the slightest. So I honestly have kind of a meta first four, especially because of how much of an annoyance it was. Over time, it just became muscle memory. So I would say probably like 6 for me.
I see. Punk, you said your PB was 6, so out of the first 6 floors, which one do you think is the hardest?
The hardest, for me, the hardest one was probably floor 4. I mean, it has some really difficult jumps that deal with ball physics, and when you're playing Gen Fail for the first time, it's if you're not familiar with, the physics, you'll really get messed up, and I just wasn't prepared.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. For me, I think the hardest part was 3 out. I mean, as soon as I got consistent with 3 out, it became much easier to redo, but like the first time I was doing it, it was really difficult for me. I'd say it's probably the hardest part besides like the 4 GBJ, which was even worse in my opinion. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the first 6. In terms of difficulty out of all the floors, I really never liked floor 8. It was the last floor I got to before I completed this tower, so floor 8 was just trash.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, in my opinion, floor 6 was by far the worst. I had like 2 weeks of no progress. However, I will say that floor 8...
Ooh, Ryan's on 4 GBJ.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Planet, continue.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like 6 is by far the worst, but 8, in my opinion, actually isn't too bad. Even though I did fail there a couple... Every time I made it to past 6, I always... Honestly, because of how annoying 6 always was.
We see Ryan fall from 4 to 3. Has to do 3 out again. But yeah, Planet, I totally agree with you. I mean, for me, 8 felt the hardest, but 6 was like the second hardest for me. Like whenever I'd get to 6, it wasn't a problem because it was like a net, so I never had a hard time with it. But I think the 4 stud stick out is what really got me on every attempt, and it's probably one of the reasons why ToGF is kata in the first place. However, 8 literally ends your entire run, and I feel like that was just more of an obstacle to overcome than trying to get past 6. But in terms of raw difficulty, I have to say 6 is the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tower of Generation failure, a lot of people actually consider this terrifying. And in my opinion, it's not terrifying, but it's definitely not harder than Tower of Augmented Misery. What do you guys think?
Punk.
I don't think I have enough experience on both towers, but from what I have played, I do think that this deserves the title of being a kata tower.
For me, ToGF, I feel like it was easier than Augmented Misery. I've beaten both of them. Like, I was like literally TOCP level when I did TOAM, and it was just really annoying compared to ToGF. I think I just liked ToGF gameplay more. It was honestly a pretty fun tower.
Yeah. So, Star, I want to know your opinion on this the most. Ryan is currently in the lead. So, how do we think that that's going to play out as time... That TB of Tower of Watermelon?
Watermelon? Wait,
yeah.
I'm sorry, do you mind repeating the question again?
How do you think Ryan is going to, like, fare in the competition as it progresses, knowing that his hardest isn't as hard as ToCR's?
I mean, Ryan does have a really good chance. Like, his hardest is quite not quite devious. His hardest is elongated runs, but he has 6 on quite devious, which in my eyes is pretty good. That's a mid-horrific, so, I mean, I feel like at a certain point it can get equal. ToCR, when he beat Watermelon, he finds it free now, but when he was first doing it, it took him like quite a bit of time. So I think Ryan has like literally an equal chance. It's just the seats that's differentiating them in terms of who they're versing. Like, I think ToCR had to verse Rafi instead of who versed Ryan again? In the quarterfinals? Yeah, it was Infi, right? So if ToCR versed Infi, he would have had a much harder time. So it's just their seeds that differentiate them. In terms of raw skill, I think Ryan and ToCR are practically equal, but ToCR does have more experience with horrifics and stuff, so it just depends.
Yeah.
Speaking of ToCR, he's actually all the way back at 1 after failing. Ryan definitely ahead. He's passed all of the hard parts on 4. He might actually make it all the way to floor 5, even before the 30-minute mark. So,
I mean, if you get a floor 5 run on Gen Fail, that's essentially a floor 6 run if you know what you're doing on 5. So this could be a 6 run.
Yeah. ToCR dropped. He's back at 2. Definitely having a difficult time on 3L, I can tell. Ryan is on 4 end, so once he gets past this wedge, which I don't know why he's struggling so much with. You just have to dance clip through the wedge, but it seems like he's having a hard time. So this is an interesting obstacle. I don't know why he's having a hard time with it.
So I know my mic has been cutting out a lot, so I'm actually gonna do a little bit of a test, and I want you guys in chat to see if it actually works. So I'm gonna turn off noise canceling. So let's see how this. Can you guys hear me better? Is it work? Please let me know.
Your mic quality is lower, but you're not cutting out.
All right, I'll take that.
Ryan's at 4 end. He finally makes it through dance clipping the wedge. There's one last hard jump that Ryan has to go through to get to 5, in my opinion.
True.
This one, let's see if he does it. He does, and this is a 5 run.
Nice. Now 5 is known for being the easiest floor of Gen Fail. How do you guys think about that? Like, what do you guys think?
I think 5 is definitely I think it's the easiest floor of the tower. I think generally the hardest part is just like knowing where to go to get the buttons and making sure they don't have to backtrack and forget any. But overall it's a pretty simple floor. But there are some cylinders and balls that could stun you, but that's really the only threat on the floor.
True. Ryan misses the first button on 5. And now he has to do 5 GBJ again.
5 GBJ is the easiest, so it shouldn't be an issue.
True. Yeah. ToCR makes it back to 3.
Let's see if Ryan passes 5 GBJ. ToCR is near 3 end. Ryan using some interestingly unconventional strats for 5, but it works, I suppose, so.
True.
Ryan gets a second out of 5.
Ryan actually gets the button. Good job, Ryan.
Let's see if he misses the 3rd button, which is right there. No, he doesn't.
Alright, ToCR, I wish you all the luck on this outside. Come on, I believe in you. Wow.
ToCR falls to 1.
Again.
This might mean if ToCR doesn't pick up the pace now, we are going to have Donut commentating with us in the finals.
Guys, please don't let that happen.
It was the worst deal I ever made, but it's fine.
ToCR probably purposefully throwing for that to actually happen. Alright. So, Ryan making it at the dead end of 5, which is practically a 6 run. I believe in you, Ryan. You got this. Donut says in chat saying he paid him.
Ryan is starting to reach the end of 5. Right now he's on the puzzle. This could easily be a 6 run.
Definitely good.
Let's see. Gets the box. Last jump. That's a 6 run.
Nice. ToCR says in chat he thinks he's cooked.
14 people in the stream. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit up that notification bell. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into EToH League. 14 people is quite a lot, so thank you.
Indeed it is. And guys, make sure to join the Discord so that you guys could actually participate in the next tournament for yourself. And what do you know? We might actually even have a cash, well, if you consider Robux cash, prize. So yeah, join up.
1K, 1K, 1K. Ryan using another unconventional strat. It works again.
And ToCR falling back to 1.
ToCR really needs to pick up the pace now, but remember, Planet Punk, that we're literally not even halfway of the way through the competition, so it could change at any moment.
Still got 25 minutes left. Server owner has left.
Oh, did I disconnect? I'm gonna rejoin.
Yeah, you disconnected, Star. Oh,
rejoining right now.
Ryan at, in my opinion, one of the hardest parts of 6. I did fail that a couple times. I was not happy. Oh wait, oh sorry, my stream's delayed. He's on the safe part. Alright,
ToCR is struggling at 1. Still at 1 beginning, but Ryan is making it quite far on 6. ToCR really needs to pick up the pace if he wants to have a chance.
Yeah.
And speaking of floor 6, what do you guys think is the hardest part of the floor? Well, especially directed towards you, Star, since you've already beaten it.
I'm sorry, do you mind repeating the question again?
Star, what do you think is the hardest part of 6?
Hardest part, the part that Ryan's on right now. He's grabbing onto the ladders, so... And he falls! Oh, I just jinxed Ryan.
Oh. That's like your second jinx. I think I've passed on the jinx curse to you, Star.
You have passed on the jinx curse. Oh yeah, my apologies for not knowing the question you asked. I was literally just getting on Roblox again.
That's fair. Ryan, what is that strat?
Long jump strat. That practice that Ryan did paid off. Ryan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we have hit the halfway mark. 22 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
And all the while, ToCR still at like 2-ish, and Ryan is back at 6. This is definitely not as close of a match we've had before. However, there is still chance for ToCR to come back, because 6 is unbelievably loop failable.
Mhm.
And even with the 22 minutes that we still have left, there is definitely still a chance for this to become much closer, depending on ToCR's performance on specifically 3 out.
That seems to be his biggest choke point. I feel like if ToCR can get past the outside of 3, then the match would be a lot closer than it is right now.
And 3 outside is definitely one of the hardest parts, if not the hardest, like, soul section of the first half. So.
Oh, that was close by Ryan. He almost fell off the ladder.
Oh, wow.
Ryan on the squeeze part now. ToCR is still at 3 beginning.
So I've actually seen a lot of people say that generation failure is one of their favorite catastrophics. And I do want to ask you guys, what is your favorite catastrophic? Specifically Star. You've been a lot.
My favorite kata has definitely got to be empty meaningless patterns. Reason why? Empty meaningless patterns. I don't know, the gameplay just feels so unique. It's such a creative tower. I know there's other kata towers that are pretty good in TEA, such as the besides that, Ryan just fell to 5, but yeah, I mean, there's some good kata towers in TEA, such as Heaven's Gate. Yeah, I haven't tried a lot of kata towers yet, so far my favorite is EMP. ToCR is at 3 out. Let's see how far he gets.
He has already passed, in my opinion, the hardest part of 3 out.
And while he's at 3 out, Ryan just got back to 6.
Again, as I said earlier, this does depend a lot on ToCR's performance on 3 and 4. And so far, it's looking pretty good. Ryan having unbelievable fail consistency right now. ToCR celebrating as he manages to get to 4. Well, not
20
4,
minutes
technically,
left.
but-
I mean, he has a lot of time to go ahead of Ryan, especially since Ryan is struggling on 6. ToCR could make a comeback story right now if he wanted to.
Do you guys think we're gonna see a 7 run tonight?
I think we can. I think we might see a 7 run.
Oh yeah, for sure. We will see a 7 run. Oh, Planet. New rule. So, you know how Generation Failure has these challenges, right? On 7? Okay, so for that, it's fine if you fall on those challenges, because I know they're like really loop faily. So, I'm gonna allow that so there's more like interesting, it's a more interesting match.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Because if the timer went to like 0 and then both of them were on 7 and then I just ended it right there, it would have just been really boring as soon as one of them failed the challenge. So
that's true. And then one of them has to quit on 7.
Yeah. And especially for 7, that's like the one floor I'm adding exceptions to. Any other floor, like floor 8, there's no exceptions. Unless if you fall on the spinner at the beginning of 8. But other than that, there shouldn't be any reason to fall.
Alright.
So those are your new rules, Ryan and ToCR, if you can hear me. You're good on 7 if the timer runs out to 0, and 8 beginning, but you're not good anywhere else. ToCR struggling to get past.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan finally makes it
Definitely.
past the hard ladder jumps. Okay.
And honestly, this gives him almost like a free pass to the 4-stud stick out, which he is about to get to.
And he's on it. Let's see if he does it. Ryan fails the 4-stud stick out. He's back on 5.
In many people's opinions, the hardest jump of the entire tower.
Yeah.
ToCR makes it past the first outside section, giving him to the backtracking button section. Ryan basically makes it back to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Start. I forgot. Where did you fluke Gen fail from?
From 8.
Dang. I forgot about that.
I think I failed 8 once, and I know I said it was the hardest floor. Reason is, it's just so nerve-wracking, I guess.
That's fair. I mean, in my opinion, the hardest floor of the second half, in my opinion, is 9. Primarily because of not only the insane, nerve-wracking outside section, but the inside has one jump in particular. That weird wedge wrap where you, before you get the button. I failed that twice.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the last jump of 9. I got so confused.
No, but I did fail like the second to last jump of 10.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
tough.
manage to-
But he
didn't
beat it now. Planet took a month to beat
Yeah,
it.
There are like...
ToCR is about.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, ToCR is on
Very good.
4 outside. The second outside, I believe. He could catch up to Ryan. This could genuinely be a villain origin story for ToCR right now, as he's making his way closer to 4 end.
There are only 2 types of experiences on Gen Fail, and it is the one where you get extremely lucky and the one where you don't. So, I mean, who knows? Alright, ToCR coming up to one of the last hard jumps of 4. Nice. This is pretty much a 5 run. Securing him
There you go.
until the 5 GBJ. There is just under 15 minutes remaining on the time. I would normally say that this is halftime. However, this is the first ever EToH League event that we've extended to 45 minutes, just because of the sheer length of the tower. Ryan back on the 4-stud stakeout pretty much, as well.
Let's see if he makes it. He puts player transparency up. Ryan does it,
And
and
he
he's
makes it.
past the
Nice.
4-stud stick out.
This basically puts him on, in my opinion, one of the easier parts to fix. So the rest is honestly just kind of a waiting game. There's one more hard jump left, in my opinion, and that is that weird wedge jump. However, that becomes pretty easy with this strat. Let's see if Ryan is able to pass it.
Ryan does.
One.
That's it.
2.
He's gone.
That might actually be a 7 run.
This could be our first 7 run. ToCR says in chat, no, I'm gonna assume he missed the button. Ryan is on the countdown. Let's see if he makes it to 7. He does. That's
He
our
does.
first 7
That
run.
is the first 7 run. Oh my god. Now, welcome to Loot Fail Hell, Ryan. This might be the time where ToCR has the chance to catch up, because you are not progressing from 7 for. And, I mean, he is starting off with the unsafe challenges, so there could be some issues here. What do you guys think is the hardest 7 challenge?
Oh, it's gotta be pink.
Yeah, I agree with Star on that one. I think it's pink.
Pink, I believe is the one with the low roof section. Not low roof, sorry. It's the one with the low jump, like you have, less jump, one of the unsafe ones, so Ryan has to be really careful. I believe he's on pink right now, so let's see if he gets past.
He is. There is a way to save, at least some of the PBs here. Hexidal with the terrible joke in chat. Sorry, my bad.
Ryan, last jump of pink, he does it. One more unsafe challenge left. Black.
And there's only like one unsafe jump here, isn't there?
There's 2, I believe. Once he gets to the safe part of black, that'll be it.
And then the rest.
Ryan's at the unsafe jump. Let's see if he does it. He does.
He does. Success. Now he just needs to make it to the safe section.
One last jump left. 2, actually. He does. He makes it.
And yeah, Ryan has passed all of the unsafe challenges here.
This is a guaranteed 8 run.
However, the 8 run is definitely going to take some time. So, since he doesn't really have to worry about the timer until he gets to 8, ToCR making it
ToCR is on 6.
This is definitely going to provide an even closer match, especially if ToCR gets far on 6 immediately.
This is exactly what I was hoping for in this match.
Agreed. And there's just
perfect.
about 10 seconds, I mean, not 10 seconds, sorry guys, 10 minutes left. Giving ToCR an inadequate amount of time to catch up. Ryan beats the black challenge and moves over to the worst challenge of them all, the trust one.
I hate the ladder flick so much.
Oh yeah.
Can't even tell you.
This challenge. Oh my god, bro.
Oh guys, so for the last, oh actually, you know what? Never mind. I was about to say, if we were literally to stop at 0 seconds, at like, for the countdown thing, if we were to stop at 0 seconds, your PB would be dependent on how many challenges you've beaten. So Ryan right now has a PB of 7 in 3 challenges.
However, that should not be an issue because of the new rule.
Yeah, because of the rule, it shouldn't be a problem. That's why I said never mind.
ToCR actively gaming. Just about on the outside jump with the ladder.
8 minutes left.
ToCR really needs to rush to get this.
ToCR does a very weird way to do that glitch and falls down to 5.
Oh man. That is complete dumb luck. That sucks. However, ToCR still does have a chance. There's 8 minutes left on the timer, and even if the time runs out, he still has until he next fails to make progress. So, it's really just a matter of how consistent is ToCR at 6. Ryan not gaming on the trust challenge because trust.
I mean, it's a difficult challenge, in my opinion, the hardest.
Agreed. It is by far the worst challenge. As Ryan has said in chat, he got stuck on there for 30 minutes at one point. So...
Wow.
And I did
Mr. Silly Taco says, guys, don't let this distract from the fact that 90% of people in the Hunt leaderboard right now are EToH sweats. He's not wrong.
True. MC's top line. ToCR progressing pretty well through 5 so far. And he already has all the buttons, so he doesn't need, like, you know, like, difficult jump. And he makes it to the net part, which basically is a free run to 6 if you don't fail one jump. Punk, how close do you think this match is going to be? Do you think ToCR is going to get to 7?
I hope that I hope and I do actually think ToCR will get to 7. I think it really just will come down to who can get the farthest on 8 and who can potentially pass 8.
All right.
Ryan finally makes it past the ladder challenge, last jump, and he gets the button.
Nice. ToCR at 6. He really needs to speed up, since if he doesn't pass 6 in, well, 6 minutes, he is
at a bad risk of falling on 6, especially. So he needs to really speed it up from now. If he doesn't get to 7 in 5 minutes, it's going to be really dangerous for him. I believe that both contestants may be on 7 at the same time, but ToCR fails 6 out. This means he has to start at 4 out again.
He has 5 minutes left to make it without failing. He really needs to put on the speed here. Yeah.
Ryan on the mirror challenge, he falls. ToCR needs to seriously speed it up. He's on 5 GBJ.
Yeah.
If he goes too quick, however, he will fall in, which will end his run effectively.
My guy, stop jinxing.
He does not fall in 5 GBJ.
True. To all the 15 of you guys watching in live, how do you think this match is going to turn out? Do you think ToCR is going to get to 7? Let me know. Four minutes, just about. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. ToCR almost crumbling under the pressure. I believe in you, ToCR. However, Ryan is definitely in the lead. So, it is hard to say how this is going to turn out. Ryan asking for help as to where the buttons are.
I don't think we can provide that info.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
Dev goes there to assist them on finding the buttons.
Yeah.
Technically, that is allowed. We never said that was not a rule, so.
Yes. I mean,
How many challenges does Ryan have? Ryan, how many challenges do you have?
I think he has 5.
I believe he has 5.
ToCR making it back to 6. He needs to beat 6 and get
Seriously
to 7
needs
within
some really
3
good
minutes
luck
and
right
10
now.
seconds.
He falls.
Oh.
3 minutes left on 6. He needs to get past 6. If he does even the slightest fall on 6, after the timers hit 0, it's over. This rule is only exempt for floor 7 and 8 beginning.
However, if ToCR does manage to stay on 6, even after the time is gone, he has until he next falls. So if he does end up running the timer out, he still has a chance to make it to 7, and if he makes it to 7, he definitely has a chance to make it to 8. So honestly, right now it's a matter of speed for ToCR. However, once the timer gets even remotely close to 0, it is a matter of slowness. He needs to
ToCR is on 6 out. He needs to make these 2 jumps. He makes the first one. He does not make the second one. This is not a good situation. He has to go back now. This is his last chance.
If I was ToCR in this situation, I would just take it slow for the rest of the tower because you can't catch up that fast.
You can't. There's no way. ToCR really needs to take his time. He has 2 minutes left.
As long as ToCR does not fall at all until 7, he can catch up to Ryan and successfully both be at 7 at the same time. Because 7 definitely...
Which would be a very equal match. If they were to both get to 7, that would be the most equal match. He needs to take his time. Man, that one quarter clip might have costed him the match. Just a really bad luck. That corner clip absolutely screwed him over.
There's 1 minute left. ToCR needs to begin taking his time at this point, because even after the time runs out, he does have time to continue going. So, he just needs to make sure to not fall. That is the whole goal. Ryan, however, can willy-nilly do whatever, because he's on 7, so.
"13 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer's off.
Alright,
ToCR cannot fall anywhere until he gets to floor 7.
If ToCR makes even one mistake at this point, it is game over and Ryan officially progresses to the finals.
ToCR is at 6. Let's see. Best of luck, ToCR. I can imagine how nervous ToCR is right now. I would be too if I was in his position.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my god, this is actually so tense. He misses. That ends the match.
That ends the match. That stupid fail. Well, congratulations, ToCR and Ryan. You both played extremely well. And now we have to let Donut.
Oh my god, why did I agree to this, bro? Oh my god. Oh, what did that Donut do? Oh my god, okay, well. ToCR losing means that Donut will commentate in the final round. Alright everyone, let's meet at the portal.
I might actually already be here. I am. Hi guys. Man, what a tense match. Honestly, insane how well both of you guys. Ryan choosing not to go to the tower because, I mean, he's already real. So, honestly, props.
Yeah, Ryan, you should just continue to win if you can.
Agar relinquishing.
Planet, are you there?
I am here.
Just jump real quick.
Hi.
There you go. Okay. If you don't move for a long amount of time, you'll like sink into the ground. I don't know why it does that, but
that's weird.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, shall I begin the outro? Planet?
Yeah.
Do it. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this live stream of the semifinals. This is our first ever semifinal. As you know, we've updated the interfaces, like our intro screen, our 1v1 interface, and yeah, just things in general have gotten better. So hopefully EToH League is on the rise soon. 1K Robux next tournament. Yeah, I just wanted to appreciate you guys. I think this is the most concurrent viewers we've gotten. 17, I believe. So that's really, really good. Well played game by ToCR today. This is the second time a lower seed has won besides 11-11 versus MC. So congratulations to Ryan on making it to the final round, which also means Donut will be commentating. Planet Punk, any words?
Yeah, well, I'm proud of both of our commentators not commentators, both of our competitors for doing so well. And I am not so proud for how our stream is going to end up during the finals.
Alright. Well, guys, before we go, though, we have a couple post-interview questions for both Ryan and ToCR. So, Planet, do you want to take that away, or?
Sure, I'd love to. So, Ryan, how are you feeling, man? You pulled through so quickly. That was an insane run.
I feel very Sigma, bro. Like, I normally don't get runs to 7. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, that is crazy, especially in 45 minutes. And ToCR, how are you feeling? I know you were nerve-wracked by the end of that. That was so tense.
So nervous, but I think Ryan deserved it.
Yeah.
You know who really deserves it?
Who deserves it?
Donut bacon fries. My dick.
Alright,
Have fun, bro.
yeah. So. Yeah, so, Sar, why don't you take it away for the...
Alright, guys. Yup, round 2 of the semifinals is probably coming tomorrow. Before you guys leave the stream, make sure to give a fat thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Share the Discord with your friends if you want a chance to compete for 1K Robux. You know what I'm saying? So prizes are only going to get bigger. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure to leave a comment. We'll all see you in the next stream. Thank you so much to both our competitors, and peace.
All right, see you.
See ya.